Hello everyone, welcome back to Naveen TechHub. In today's video, we're going to learn one of the most important AWS networking concepts that every cloud engineer, DevOps engineer, solution architect, and system design interviewer expects you to understand. We'll explore AWS Load Balancers and answer questions such as, what problem do load balancers solve? What is elastic load balancing? What is the difference between application load balancer, network load balancer, and gateway load balancer? When should you use each one? What are the real-world use cases? By the end of this video, you'll be able to confidently select the right load balancer for your architecture and answer interview questions with ease. Let's get started. Imagine you're running an e-commerce website during Black Friday. Thousands of users start sending requests to a single server. What happens? The server becomes overloaded. Performance slows down, users experience delays. Eventually, the server crashes. This creates a single point of failure. Now imagine introducing an AWS load balancer. Instead of all traffic hitting one server, the load balancer intelligently distributes requests across multiple healthy servers. If one server fails, traffic is automatically redirected to healthy servers. This improves availability, scalability, reliability, fault tolerance. This is the core purpose of load balancing. AWS provides three major load balancer types. First, Application Load Balancer, or ALB. This operates at layer 7 of the OSI model and understands HTTP and HTTPS traffic. Second, Network Load Balancer, or NLB. This operates at layer 4 and works with TCP, UDP, and TLS traffic. Third, Gateway Load Balancer, or GWLB. This operates at layer 3 and is designed specifically for security appliance integration. A simple way to remember this is ALB, Smart Web Traffic Routing, NLB, Ultra-Fast Network Routing, GWLB, Security Traffic Inspection. Let's start with Application Load Balancer. ALB works at layer 7. Because it understands HTTP requests, it can make routing decisions based on URL paths, host names, query parameters, HTTP headers. For example, a request to app.company.com/books can be routed to book service, while app.company.com/authors can be routed to author service. This is called path-based routing. ALB is extremely popular in microservices, containerized applications, Kubernetes, modern web applications, because one load balancer can route traffic to multiple backend services. Think of ALB as a smart traffic controller that understands the content of each request. Let's look at practical scenarios. Suppose Netflix has multiple services: login service, recommendation service, billing service, content service. Instead of creating separate load balancers for each service, an ALB can route requests intelligently. Examples: /login to authentication service, /billing to billing service, /recommendations to recommendation service. This reduces infrastructure costs and improves scalability. You'll commonly find ALBs in SaaS applications, APIs, microservices platforms, e-commerce websites, container platforms such as ECS and EKS. Now let's discuss Network Load Balancer. NLB operates at layer 4. Unlike ALB, it doesn't inspect HTTP requests. Instead, it forwards packets based on IP addresses and ports. Why is this useful? Because performance becomes extremely fast. NLB is capable of handling millions of requests per second with very low latency. It also supports TCP, UDP, TLS. One major advantage is support for static IP addresses. This becomes important when external systems require whitelisted IPs. Examples include financial systems, trading platforms, banking applications, real-time gaming systems. When speed matters most, NLB is usually the preferred choice. Imagine a stock trading platform. Every millisecond matters. A delay of even 1 second could result in financial loss. In such environments, deep packet inspection is unnecessary. Performance is critical. Low latency is mandatory. An NLB distributes incoming traffic across trading servers with minimal overhead. This makes NLB a popular choice for financial applications, IoT platforms, gaming systems, streaming platforms, high-performance APIs. Now let's move to Gateway Load Balancer. GWLB solves a completely different problem. Organizations often deploy security appliances, such as Palo Alto firewalls, Fortinet firewalls, intrusion detection systems, intrusion prevention systems. Traditionally, routing traffic through these appliances was complex. GWLB simplifies the process. Traffic automatically flows through security appliances for inspection before reaching applications. It uses Geneve tunneling technology to encapsulate and forward traffic. Think of GWLB as a traffic checkpoint, where every packet is inspected before entering your environment. Consider a large enterprise with hundreds of applications. The security team wants all traffic inspected for threat detection, malware analysis, compliance validation, intrusion prevention. Without GWLB, managing this becomes difficult. With GWLB, traffic enters the VPC. Traffic is redirected to security appliances. Appliances inspect packets. Clean traffic proceeds to applications. This creates a centralized security architecture. Common enterprise use cases include zero trust architectures, security hub integrations, compliance frameworks, large multi-account AWS environments. Let's summarize everything. Choose ALB when you need intelligent routing based on HTTP requests, perfect for APIs, websites, and microservices. Choose NLB when you need maximum performance and ultra-low latency, perfect for TCP, UDP, and high-throughput systems. Choose GWLB when you need centralized security inspection, perfect for firewalls and security appliances. A simple interview shortcut is ALB equals application awareness, NLB equals network performance, GWLB equals security inspection. Let's see how architects think. For a modern e-commerce platform, users Route 53, ALB, ECS/EKS services. For a trading platform, users NLB, trading servers. For a secure enterprise architecture, users GWLB, security appliances, applications. In real-world systems, organizations often combine multiple load balancers together. This is common in large-scale AWS architectures. Here are some common interview questions. Question 1. When would you choose ALB over NLB? Answer: when HTTP-based intelligent routing is required. Question 2. Why use NLB instead of ALB? Answer: for maximum performance, static IPs, and TCP or UDP workloads. Question 3. What problem does GWLB solve? Answer: centralized security inspection using third-party security appliances. Question 4. Which load balancer is best for microservices? Answer: application load balancer. Question 5. Which load balancer supports static IP addresses? Answer: network load balancer. Always remember these best practices. Use ALB for APIs, web applications, containers, Kubernetes. Use NLB for high-performance workloads, financial systems, gaming, IoT. Use GWLB for firewalls, IDS, IPS, security inspection. Always configure health checks, auto-scaling, monitoring using CloudWatch to ensure high availability. Before we finish, remember these 3 points. ALB is smart. NLB is fast. GWLB is secure. If you understand these 3 statements, you'll already be ahead of many cloud professionals. Thank you for watching this video on Naveen TechHub. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments which AWS topic you'd like to see next. Until next time, keep learning, keep building, and keep growing with Naveen TechHub. See you in the next video.